There's millions of ways to spread democracy, and tyranny makes it all really hard. And to prove that Super Earth's not just hypocrisy, the Helldivers will be your guards. What do? Squishing some bugs and scrapping some bots, and that doesn't even mention the squids. If we don't do this, then they'll kill all of us, and yes, that includes our kids. Burning warriors, shooting the shriekers down, and stopping the bugs at all costs. Destroying all the bots, remembering the creek, and all the divers we lost. As you can see, there's a whole lot of aliens, and we will protect and serve. So join the Helldivers, 'cause together we'll give our lives for Super Earth. So join the Helldivers, 'cause together we'll give our lives for Super Earth, for democracy.
Evening's Freedom's Bulwark Against the Dark. Tonight's intro was For Democracy by SIF Studios, and really this light, airy rock tone is exactly what I needed tonight. I've been feeling a little under the weather lately. It could be the stress from the ongoing alien triple threat. Could be something I ate, could be a nasty bug that I picked up while in Turing's orbit, I'm really not sure. All I can say for certain is that I have felt a little bit crummy today. But that kind of thing hasn't stopped me from doing my part. While I might spend every night reporting on the news, I spent a good chunk of today making the news. As you can see here, I'm a big believer in leading by example, and making an enemy leave is great. Never coming back is better. So if I have a reputation that picking a fight with me is akin to playing footsie under the table with the Grim Reaper while making meaningful eyes at them, all the better. But yes, 50,000 evil kills was one heck of a feat, and it took us a very long time to get there. I don't lie when I say that my Sammy is one of the finest pilots in the Liberation fleet, and I would be truly lost without him. Similarly, I have my ship AI, Mercy, to thank for Carnage Conductor, because it was his digital digits dancing across the Ivory Keys that fired an orbital napalm barrage directly into a mega hive for a 111 bug kill streak. As for Fury-Bound Brawler, that was a mix of me exploring my past trauma via combat hatchet to voteless faces, and exploring the practical application of Wolf Diver runes on my equipment. Obviously, the experiment was very successful. This last one here, qualifying for Grim Reaper Protocol, the art of which I have since misplaced, really boiled down in large part to my skill with a sickle the last time that I fought to defend Estanu. This mega hive just wouldn't stop screaming at us and vomiting death for 20 minutes. My fist unit was the only one to survive and successfully extract from that mission. Trauma over watching my treasured colleagues die aside, the evening news. The steady assault and battery of our border worlds continues with the losses of Clarel, Mastia, and Achernar Secundus defenses, with the automatons making a slow but steady advance toward the interior sectors. It does appear that Turing is going to meet its liberation timetable for the major order, but we are starting to ever so slightly fall behind in Illuminate counter operations. I would like to explore and explain that word, operations. This refers to a set of 3 missions, and I have seen a number of people on Super Discord claiming to focus blitz missions against the Illuminate. This is not effective. If you simply complete a blitz and then abandon the operation, you're just wasting time. You need to complete 3 mission sets to contribute to the major order. I am hoping that once Turing is liberated in a little over 12 hours, we'll get some reinforcements to counter the squids. Speaking of which, Fenrir III is getting hit again, and my Wolf Diver liaison responded with only the most exhausted sigh before grabbing his axe, departing via Hellpod, and refusing to elaborate further. As I hinted prior, I have received word from the Freedom Alliance, who has initiated Operation Combined Arms. The only thing that is going to win this war is trained and talented soldiers. Helldivers worthy of legend, and that is the focus of this latest Alliance order. The Silver Command of the Freedom Alliance has requested on-field support and mentorship to fresh Helldivers reporting to the front. Many of them have no idea what they're in for or what they're up against, especially in regards to the rather nasty surprise that is the Predator strain. Do any of you want to face off against those providing fire support, equipment, and safe escort to extraction. Prioritized missions range trivial to medium as advised by SEAF analysts. Announce your presence. Let them know that the Freedom Alliance has their back. This Alliance order will last a total of 2 days, ranging from Sunday, April 27th, to the end of Monday, April 28th. We're inviting Helldivers from across the Liberation Fleet to participate using the listed instructions on screen now. As per usual, we have a brash tactics suggested loadout, consisting of the ever-reliable Liberator Penetrator Primary and the criminally underrated Les-7 Dagger Laser Pistol. I hear the 39th Laser Corps really likes this one. Impact grenades are rarely a bad idea, save for when a particularly heroic Terminated Hunter decides to leak right into your face the moment you release the safety trigger. I overwhelmingly prefer these for the Illuminate front because of their ability to clear away voteless swarms, give Overseers the granddaddy of all 5 checks, blow up landed warp ships, and do away with hostile Tesla towers. They're really very effective weapons. For armor, we have the SR-24 Street Scout armor with the siege-ready passive. Honestly, more ammo and faster reload speeds are never a bad idea. And while there are better armor passives out there, this one just feels so comfy. A Helldiver is nothing without their glam, and capes are a symbol of our role and office. The proof of faultless virtue shows off our aforementioned faultless virtue and really rocks that red and white color scheme. Now, let's talk stratagem. Eco Airstrike. Plain, vanilla, effective. If a rookie learns any lessons from us, it is that a Helldiver who has forgotten the basics is one that is really going to be riding that struggle bus and going to be very ineffective. The initial starting equipment of Strafing Run, Precision Orbital Strike, and MG-43 are just as effective as the later unlocks of Orbital Napalm Barrage and the Big 380s. The same remains true for early unlocks, and many divers just heading the front pick Airstrike as one of their first unlocks. Next up, the EXO-49 Emancipator Exosuit. You want to give a rookie a really good time? Call one of these down and let him take it for a spin. Let him feel the power. And also show him what happens if he tries to move in one of these things when he's too close to a diver. That kind of lesson should be learned in a controlled space versus an active firefight on higher mission hazard levels, and it's going to be more difficult to deal with the fact that he just smashed some poor Helldiver underneath of his robotic foot like an old dumb wrapper. After that, we have the GR8 recoilless rifle, a true favorite of mine. But don't forget to teach the new guys the reload clipping trick when you rise from a kneeling posture the second the munition is loaded. That's the kind of thing that can save whole teams from a rampaging Bile Titan who showed up at a, shall we say, a less than opportune time. Lastly, the AX-AR-23 Guard Dog. Many like the bullet variant, but I still say the laser variant is just as effective as it always was. Autonomous, unlimited ammunition is nothing to sneeze at. Even if the laser dog does occasionally cut a teammate in half by accident. The Alliance Order briefing closes out with some sage words from General Brash, who I understand still looks at me fondly and is doing all that he can to keep the Ministry of Truth off my back these days. I truly appreciate the assist, General. Just doing my part, sir. There is also a drink recipe crafted by Sustenance Sergeant Oso of the 14th Ursine Corps specifically for this operation. It involves some unusual combination of pomegranate juice, club soda, gin, whatever that is, lime juice, simple syrup, and something called Goldschlager, mixed using the directions on screen. I must confess it is my lack of background knowledge that makes all this look unusual to me. It is my opinion that a true Helldiver must never allow themselves to be drunk into a stupor, and I don't drink at all. The worst things that I put into my body is a warm cup of liberty and the occasional sour apple experimental infusion stim to get me up and going in the morning. This all culmination of fresh infusion of manpower to the front lines where we really do need all the help that we can get. We are beset by enemies on all sides, but we have the ships, we have the weapons, we have the tech, but we need soldiers. Soldiers like Commander Rod of the 95th Roughnecks, the Ghost of Tibbet of the Night Hellraisers, Boudica and Tuvok of the Death Angels, and Jarl Quicksilver of the 104th. They'll keep fighting, and they'll win. That's been Liberty's latest with me, Pandera the Alright, Angel. I've heard the usual naysayers claim that we're cooked, that there's no way to complete the major order, and that I Command should just call it now. Well, you know what I got to say to that? Bet. We'll get it done, no matter what it takes. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for the Angelic Rebellion. Viva la Revolution Angelique.